sometimes you just feel like you're the only person that is working full-time but still skinned.
And let me tell you, leading a family is financially stressful.
These jobs aren't paying. They are not paying.
Welcome back to Common Sense Lab, where we break down the real-world issues people are going through with actual data, not just feelings. Today's episode hits hard because we're talking about the trap of full-time employment. 3 people, 2 from the UK, 1 from the US, all working, all exhausted, all still broke. So if you're out there doing everything right, clocking in, grinding through, surviving on fumes, this one's for you. First up, the UK. This woman's voice cracked with frustration because the maths just simply stopped adding up.
To all the employees that reside in the UK, I don't think we're offended enough at these salaries. 2 weeks ago, I was literally crashing out. I crashed out to my mum out of sheer frustration at the appalling salaries. These jobs aren't paying. They are not paying. The average UK salary for a full-time worker is £37,000 per year. That is the average, okay? So a 40k salary is just above average. It's only £3,000 more. It's really not much difference, okay? Only 25% of UK full-time workers are on that. So if your annual salary is £40,000, you are in the top 25%. £40,000 after tax is about 2.6k per month. That's not including your student loan repayments or your pension and whatever else we might be paying. Now, I'm not unique. There is no way I am the only person who crashes out over this. What do you mean everything has gone up? Literally everything, yet the salaries are still where they are.
She's not exaggerating. The average full-time salary in the UK is £37,000. But only 25% of workers earn over £40,000. After tax, that's about £2,600 a month before the government takes its next bite. Or your student loans send their regards, or any other hidden deductions. The actual take-home, even less.
That salary, 37k, was exactly what my grandma was earning when she was working. She earning that back then. That's okay. She owns 2 homes outright now in 2025. Outright, no mortgage. We're not doing that. Why? Because the cost of living has skyrocketed without our salaries going up too. Why aren't we more offended? Why aren't we offended? You know what? The crash out was actually linked to me being disappointed in myself for being so desperate. Because ultimately, thinking that these salaries are normal, being happy with them, it's a massive symptom of desperation because...
But in 2025, that good salary barely covers the privilege of existing in a rental property. She's not lazy, she's not stupid, she's just running a rigged race where the finish line decided mid-race to start sprinting away.
It's no money. We're not being paid, we're being shortchanged and being worked like we're in shackles for no money. There are people out there in way easier jobs earning way more than you. That's what I had to accept. It's painful. It's so painful. Overall in the UK, nobody is really making bank. Like, employees are not making money. 25% of us. I'm saying us like I'm one of them. Because I'm not. 25%, that's it. On 40k and up. That's not normal. I don't know how much longer I can tolerate this. I genuinely don't know. That's the truth. It's disrespectful, and I know that I'm worth more than that. I'm worth more than what you're offering. I know that. You know that. But here I am. Do you know what I mean? I think we need to have more outrage, more of it, seriously.
It's not just poetic, it's accurate. She's doing everything right and still feels disrespected. Now let's jump to the US. Here we have a guy who makes over $25 an hour. He works overtime, every time he's allowed at least. He's supporting a wife and 3 kids.
Okay, but tell me why I'm working overtime and I'm still freaking broke. And now don't get me wrong, I make good money. I make over $25 an hour. But I do have 3 kids and a wife, and let me tell you, leading a family is financially stressful. I work all the overtime I'm allowed to get. Anytime I can get any overtime, I always work it. But no matter how much overtime I work, it doesn't seem like this paycheck to paycheck thing will ever end. And that's just something that I deal with and I kind of internalize and I don't talk about. But I can't be the only one that feels this way, right? I mean, surely there are other people out there who are tired of just getting by, man. Like,
Still? Oh, the sweet innocence. Because the goalposts aren't just moving, they've packed up and left the stadium entirely.
when I was in high school, just 10 years ago, like $10 or $12 an hour was really good money. And I remember thinking, if I could just get out and make $15 an hour, I'm set. I'll have a good savings. I'll be able to afford a house, a car. I'm 29 years old. And though some of it is, actually, I would say a lot of it is because of some of the decisions I made in my teenage years and early adulthood.
And yeah, he takes some accountability, bad decisions, sure. Young mistakes, certainly. So he made some bad choices in his 20s. Those should not warrant a life sentence of financial struggle, and yet totally normal.
A lot of why I don't have a house is because of the economy and how shit is just expensive. Like I don't know, it's disgusting to be honest. Like just to live and not have any money to do anything with.
Because this system, my friends, was never designed for you to win, just to perpetually comply and consume. Keep that hamster wheel spinning. Back in the UK, she says what most people only feel.
Don't you feel like sometimes you just feel like you're the only person that is working full time but still skint, that is burnt out but still skint? Everyone around you seems to have all their shit together. Or is it just me? Like, I would sit there and think, how am I this tired, working this hard, and still broke? But it turns out, since starting this, I have spoken to so many of us in the same boat. There are so many of us out there, struggling, working full time, or just living paycheck to paycheck. There's so many of us. And that's why I started this, because I have had enough of feeling stuck. So in the last 4 weeks of the last month, I've made £300. Now, what difference would that make to your month? Because to us, it is massive.
She's exhausted, burnt out, still skint. And what made the difference? £300, 1 month of side hustle money. That's all it took to breathe a little easier. That should scare you, because one missed shift, one bill too high, one emergency, and you're drowning again.
£300 is a massive difference. That is like a week's wage, isn't it? And I'm still learning, I'm still figuring it out, but I know I am not alone, and that in itself is powerful.
She's not alone, she's just saying it out loud. So let's zoom out. Whether it's the UK or the US, the story is the same. You're told to work hard, but punished when you do. The average UK rent hit a new record high of £1,291 in May 2025. The average apartment rent in the US for May 2025 was $1,390. Energy bills, fuel, your endless tax deductions, all climbing. Real wage growth? That's what your money can actually buy, has been stagnant or even going backwards for far too many of us since 2019. It's circular, it's suffocating, and most of us are too exhausted to question it. These weren't rants, they were case studies in survival. This is what happens when society treats workers like batteries, drained until they burn out, then quietly replaced. And the system, it's not broken, it's working exactly as it was designed to. So what now? Share your story, demand better, build alternatives, call out the gaslighting that tells you this is normal. If you've ever cried over your paycheck, if you've ever crashed from the pressure, if you've ever whispered, I can't do this forever, you're not alone. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of people who want to understand what's really happening behind the headlines. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you seeing similar issues where you live? And let us know if these videos are representing your reality. At Common Sense Lab, we don't just react, we connect the dots, expose the patterns, and remind you, the system isn't broken, it's functioning exactly how it was built, and that means it can be rebuilt.